Well, here's the trailer with the most of the front and the left-hand side torn out. As I tore the closet out, basically this whole back cabinet came loose, so I'm just going to pull it out. I'm not going to measure anything. I'm just going to use the pieces for a template, I think. That's it for now. All right, I got that back cabinet out. The water jug is intact. I don't know if it'll be any good, but I'll try it. I did find a little Hot Wheels car back in behind here. I'm not going to be too surprised if I don't find a few old coins. But the floor is really bad, and especially under the water thing. You can see right there where you can actually see right through to the ground below. You can't see the original linoleum, I'm pretty sure, right there. So that's kind of neat. I may try to match that up, at least kind of. All right, the rear base cabinet is out now. I kind of like the way these guys built this stuff. It's pretty much the way I would have built it. Just kind of put some wood together and bang it together, and that's kind of it. I'm hope if I do the same job, I think it'll come out looking pretty good. All right, now it starts to get a little trickier. I got to take this cabinet out. It's the one that's got the stove in it. I don't know how that's going to go. We'll see. And then it's on to this big cabinet with the sink and the ice box and the propane little heater stove and the cabinets. It's going to get interesting here real quick. Okay, I got the stove out, but there's a little copper pipe that's got a ridge around it that I'm going to have to cut off, and then I'll have to redo later to get the cabinet out. Well, taking the stove cabinet wasn't too awfully bad. This video is going to be pretty choppy, but it's kind of interesting, I think. The next step is going to be to take the little propane heater out. It's old school, but it's still pretty cool. And then we'll get to work on the sink. All right, I've got all the cabinets out. All that's left is the paneling and stuff. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this. I think I'll take the paneling out starting on the ceiling and then kind of go from there and just kind of mark each piece so that I can know what the measurements are. The windows will have to be reframed. That'll be, I'll do that second. All right, this video is going to be about the paneling on the inside, and it's really, I probably won't even put this online, but I do want to have a pretty good record of what's going on in here. So let's see here. So it looks like we've got one sheet that goes underneath the front right side window. There is a rounded piece that goes along the top, and then there's another piece that goes up just a little ways up to the level of the door. And then there is a rounded piece that goes across the ceiling to above the door. And it looks like there was a rounded piece on the bottom that's been taken out already, and a rounded piece on the top, and then there are two pieces here that are meshed together to fit in this area up here. Those may be a little bit tricky. A small piece that goes above the window. On this side, this piece looks like it's one full piece that goes all the way from the top down to the bottom and then up against the window. Then we've got a top rounded piece. There's at least one. That's going to be two pieces that goes about across the side. Little piece above the top of the window. Short piece that goes to the bottom of the window. There's another piece here. Which seems kind of weird, but it is. Then we got another piece, pretty good sized piece here. Looks like that piece, I don't know if that's two pieces or not. Yeah, I think it is just one piece that goes all the way over to this window, down to the wheel well. A piece cut around the wheel well to the bottom of the window. Little piece up the side, little piece on the top. Another rounded piece that goes all the way to the bottom from the top. Piece across the top of the back window. Piece across the bottom of the window. There are some supports here on the side that go out to the side. I don't think that was ever a compartment. That was just put in there to hold the ledge that holds the table up. Same thing on the far side, one long piece. Same on the top, the two rounded pieces. Those might be the most difficult ones I'm going to have to cut. Two long pieces along the top, one with the stovepipe through it, and then this looks like it's a couple of pieces cut in here. One under the window. I don't really know why they did this. It may have to do with the framework underneath. And then one that's cut out around the wheel well and goes up to the top and over to the door. The door frame, we're going to have to redo the whole door frame, I think. We'll have to see, but I'm guessing that wood's not in very good shape. All right, we'll get started on it. Another video just for me. This shows the quarter round molding that went around at the base of the cabinets. It's just nailed into the floor and goes around the cabinets. I'm not going to measure all this and keep it. I'll just replace it around the cabinets when I put it all in. It also does show some cleats down there. Those are a little more serious pieces of wood. Just a little side note, those cleats were screwed into that little metal bar that was up there. Makes them more solid. This is kind of interesting. These boards that were in the front, which are actually covered up by the cabinet, were kind of taped in there also along with the nailing. A little interesting note, this is the window frame. It's done by quarter round molding that's cut out to fit in the windows. There are these little buttons on the corners of each of the corners that I'm guessing are original. I'll probably want to replace those somehow. This is a view of underneath the front window. It's got a little ledge there. It had a little ledge I took off. That just as a ledge under the window. It might be kind of nice to make that a little bigger actually. Have it stick out a little more. It butts up against the frame, the bottom frame of the window there, and then it also sits on top of this piece that holds the clips for the what do I want to say, the access panel that goes to the ball riser gadget. This piece by the front outside window opposite the door is done as two pieces, and I don't really know why they did that. I will do that just as one when I do it. Okay, this is the rear of the trailer. There's a piece in the corner. It butts up against this triangular piece that holds the table portion, I think. It's fastened with some cleats at the bottom and the top. And then this piece comes down straight from the window. And another triangular piece over on the other side. That's going to hold the back side of the window and dining compartment. And then there's another short piece up top. Same thing on the other side. One piece that goes over to the window and then all the way up and down. All right, the trailer is pretty much gutted at this point. I've taken all the paneling out, pretty much all the trim around the windows. Most everything is gone. The ceiling's all done. I still got some work to do, but it's enough to just keep you going. And the next thing is to start on taking the floor out. We'll see how it goes. All right, I got the floor out. I actually put a little chair in here so I could sit down. The frame, kind of see how everything looks in here. That's the brake system. The frame actually looks to be in reasonably good shape. I don't know if you can see it very well, that's better. It's got a little rust on it, but it's pretty solid. I think I may have another piece put in here just because this section of the floor seemed kind of spongy, and it had some wooden braces underneath there, but I don't think that really gave it enough support. All right,